What y'all saying? Okay, so this is another episode of Conversations with myself. And what I'm going to be talking about today is social media and the shit you should not be posting on social media. Now, I'm going to let y'all know now, this is no professional thing. This is just my opinion, of course. But this is stuff over the years that I've noticed and shit that annoys me. Um, okay, so you all know that we live in the social media world, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, Instagram, all of them. And oops, I do think some things you should keep to yourself. Uh, a while back, I noticed that I used to like to just ramble on with everything what's in my head. I used to tweet it, anything that comes to my head. I used to tweet any situation that I'm going through. I used to tweet or write on my Tumblr, or I never really used to do Facebook because I have too much family members on Facebook and they already fucking nosy and they don't need to know my life like that. Like, y'all don't need to know who I'm dating. Y'all don't need to know what craziness is going on in my head. That's what I have Twitter and Tumblr for. But I noticed I was doing that a little bit too much, and I'm like, hold the hell on. To start off, I hate when people do it, so why am I doing it? And I sort of had to reevaluate everything. Like, I'm really posting too much information, and if I do tweet anything relating to me at all, it's very vague. Like, I don't go into details with anything. Um, but like, I notice people tweet like their whole life story. Like, if they're going through a situation with their boyfriend or girlfriend, they would tweet the problems instead of actually going to the source. Like, why does your 5,000 followers need to know that you and your boyfriend had a fight over what side of the bed they could sleep on, or something trivial to something, yeah, something like that. To it could be to something major, like they just cheated on you, and like we don't need to know that. Like, honestly, we do not need to know that. Um, Even like two of my exes, yeah, two of them, they used to, instead of coming to me with the problems, they used to go on social media and rant about everything. And I'm like, you telling all these people who don't know you and who don't give a fuck about the situation, or people who just nosy and just want to find out what's going on. And they used to do that instead of coming to me. You asking like 5,000 people what to do or how they should handle it. Meanwhile, I'm following you. You could just talk to me or ask me about that. Like, that's stupid. And we didn't really last that long, so I really don't give a fuck. Um, Another thing, I noticed that people are. I'm trying to like figure out the best way to put this. I didn't write down any notes or anything, so I'm just like talking out of my ass. Well, not really out of my ass. I had stuff I wanted to say, but I'm just trying to like formulate it to make it sound legit and sound like sense, and I don't want to come off sounding like I'm complaining, even though I really am, but it's just shit that we don't really need to see. Anyway, moving on from Twitter. Um, we'll go to Instagram. I love Instagram. That's like one of my favorite things. I love to, like, I follow people who have good pictures and who post a lot of nice stuff like that. But some things that annoy me about Instagram is people who do that shout out for shout out foolishness. Half the time when I get on my Instagram, I'm like, okay, who's this person? When the hell did I start following you? Why are you on here? And then when I look at the caption, it says, shout out for shout out, y'all follow my boy, my brethren, my girl, whoever. And I'm like, y'all know, damn y'all don't know this person. Anyway, I don't do that shit because that annoys me. And I see that a lot. And I unfollow a lot of people because of that. And we don't care about these people. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though some of them may be good looking, I don't give a fuck. I don't want them on my timeline. I followed you to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to see a bunch of random other people. And another thing what annoys me is a good morning post. Like, someone will put up a message, a picture of a text or something like that that says, like this for a good morning post, or a comment for a good morning post, or do the same, whatever. And it's like, why are we doing this? This is not Twitter. I don't need to be seeing all these people. I don't give a fuck who you saying good morning to. Honestly. I really don't. I unfollowed a lot of people for that too. Another thing that annoys me, and I just think just needs to be stopped. I don't mind people putting like little, the pictures of the text that has some like quote or anything like that. I don't mind that. Every once in a while it's cool because I know I do it too. But what annoys me is when your whole profile is pictures of quotes, scriptures. I don't mind scriptures. Scriptures, memes, but is nothing of you. Like, you would have to like scroll for a good 5 minutes to actually see who the hell this person is. And a lot of people follow me, and I'm like, I go through their profile. If it's open, I'll go through their profile, and I'll be like, okay, so do I know them? That's the first thing I say. Do I know you? And if not, what kind of shit you post? Because I don't want just every random thing on my timeline, because that gets tiring. I'm like, okay, and really, I look at Instagram. That's one of my favorite things. It's fun looking at random pictures what people post. But when you post like a bunch of quotes and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, no, that ain't cool. Really, Instagram is pictures. Pictures, whether it be of landscapes, yourself, any stupid thing. Like, I can't take all of that. And also another thing, what I think you should keep to yourself, and this is going out to a lot of ladies, they like to post these thirst traps. Like, them laying down with their titties up to their chin, the curve in their back so they could arch their, so their ass could be like, look more full. And then, the caption is something so random and non-related. And then they wonder, and like a few pictures later, they post pictures later that say these niggas so thirsty and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you dumb bimbo. Like, if you didn't have pictures of your ass and plan to be a fucking sex pot or a sex symbol, then niggas wouldn't be thirsting after you. And someone I follow, they do that a lot. And I'm still following them. But they don't post often, so it's like I forget that I'm following them, and then I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Then I go on their profile, and then I'm like, okay. Anyway. Yeah, so actually a few people do that. When they do that, they're like, these dudes always on me because they trying to sleep with me and they trying to get with me, and I'm like, but you posting your titties and your ass, what the hell else do you expect? Like, you really expect them to have a deep, meaningful conversation? Like, no. They're not. No one's going to do that. Like, newsflash, hello. Come on now. You trying to pose as a sex symbol, but then when people come after you like you are a sex symbol, you shut them down and like calling them thirsty and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You need to get your priorities straight. Yeah. Another thing, but this is just like a rant. I'm just saying. But something that annoys me too, and something that does not need to be on Instagram, is like people who floss money and stuff like that. Like hundreds, 20s, they just flossing and counting, and they do these little stupid spreads of all the money, knowing they just cash their check and that's their rent. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You know how tacky that is? That is very tacky, and that does not need to be on social media. Like, even if you have money, clearly you are new money because you don't know how to act and you're flossing it like I just said, you don't know how to act. Like, people with money, they don't have to broadcast it to make it seem like, I don't know, they don't have to put a front on for anybody. Like, that's the ones who have money. And I don't want y'all come at me saying, oh, I think I got money and all that stuff like that, because I don't. But I don't go hungry either. I'm just saying. Anyway, one thing that I thought was so funny, this this person, they sitting in the car, they made a video on Instagram, and they sitting in the car and they just counting their 20s, their hundreds, their 50s, and then the caption was like 3K or some foolishness like that. And I'm like, okay, you flossing off $3,000 let. Okay, so am I supposed to care about that? But the thing what was so funny was that they had a knockoff Louis bag in their lap. And the reason how I know it's knockoff is because the straps were off colored and like looking dingy and shit like that. I'm like, oh, I know how to spot a fake. I got a few. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a few, but they look good. And anyway, that was a horrible fake. I'm just saying. That was a horrible fake. Like, how you fucking floss? Like, you got $3,000. You counting them off and riddling and blah 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 blah. But yet you got a fake Louis bag in your lap. Bitch, stop running. Like, who you trying to impress? You know how stupid that make you look? Like, really? That ain't cool. That's so tacky. And it's tacky to me. That's to me. And something else that I think should not be on Instagram is people who post pictures of their dime bag. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Weed. Duh. People who post pictures of that and them rolling up a joint and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all know weed ain't legal everywhere, right? So why? I mean, I get is what you want to post. And don't get me wrong, don't think I don't have a problem with people smoking weed because, like, come on now. If y'all read that look, then me and you are here. Okay? I don't have a problem with people with smoking weed or whatever, or I'd rather you show a picture of you blowing out smoke or do a video of you blowing out a smoke than you actually posting the bag of the weed or you rolling up a joint, because to me, honestly, weed isn't legal everywhere yet. And you don't know who is looking at your page. Whether it be a future employer or whether it be the department just monitoring shit. Like the cops just monitoring shit. You really don't know who is looking at your page. And people, trust me, there are people out there who do not like you. They may just pimp you out. I'm just saying. So I think, like, people just need to ease up off of that until, like, they get that situation handled. I sound like Olivia Pope. But yeah. What else? No, so ghetto. I think that's it for Instagram. That's the stuff, but I think that really needs to be, that shouldn't be on Instagram. I don't really. Let me just keep doing it in general. I know on Tumblr, right? For Tumblr, I had to ease up off of what the hell I blog. Because some things, I used to blog very detailed things. And now I learned that I'm giving too much of myself out. And, like, if I do any blog posts, it's like something random, something funny, or something very vague. Like a situation I'm going through, I'll be very vague if I'm even going to post it, because stuff like that I wouldn't, any situation that I'm going through I wouldn't broadcast. If I don't have anyone to talk to, I'll probably type it up on my notes on my laptop and then just leave it as that. and like come back later and read the situation. I'm like, Jesus, this is fucking stupid, and then I'll end up deleting it. You know, so like I don't put everything out there, but I know a lot of people who do, and I think like certain like that stuff that does not need to be on. That doesn't need to be out there. Like you, like I said earlier, you going through a situation with your boyfriend, but then you putting it on your blog like detailed of what happened. This happened at this time, and blah 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 blah. Like that doesn't need to be there. No one cares. Um, yeah, but I think that's just a bit much. But what else? Oh, another funny thing on Tumblr. The other, well, I've seen this happen a couple times. Um, these dudes who are somewhat who people consider Tumblr famous, they may leak a nude picture of themselves, like a dick picture of themselves, and when they put it out there, they'll put for ladies only or some foolishness like that. And then once it's out there and they see the not comments where there's well they see who's really looking at when they see who's really looking at the pictures and who's really giving them props and showing them love and all that stuff like that, or just being thirsty in their message box, they want to get mad, and then they want to have a problem with a bunch of dudes hitting you up. But then like you put your dick out there for everyone to see when you say it's only for the ladies, but then really and truly it's on the internet stupid. Like everybody's gonna see it. Like one person's gonna re-blog it and then it'll be everywhere. So like if you do something like that, you just be thankful for whoever looks at it, because it's really annoying. Because besides, some people, even with girls too, like they put a picture out there and they try to do it tastefully, and they don't want to be sexualized and all that stuff like that. But then they get a bunch of thirsty people in their inbox as well, and they make a comment about it. And I'm like, but you put your pussy lips all over the fucking on your vlog, and you expect not to be sexualized. Like everybody isn't gonna see it as art. That's just how I feel. Everybody's not gonna see it as art. People might take it the wrong way. And by the way, people who do that, y'all need to lotion up. I'm just saying, because y'all ashy, y'all ashy motherfuckers just need to, y'all need to learn what lotion is for everybody. Everybody who does that, I'm just saying. And if you're gonna do it in black and white, because y'all look dusty. Y'all look fucking dusty. That was mean, but whatever. But anyway, I have seen a few that actually they have made their body into like art, and it looks artistic. It doesn't look smutty or anything like that. But then they do get praise for it. So I mean, if you want to do like an art blog like that, that's fine. But then, and the ones who do it, they actually respect. People respect them. Like no one comes at them in a cross way. No one is like being so sexually, yeah, like sending them a bunch of sexual messages. I mean, or if they are, they're not answering them publicly. But they like do it in a way so it's not so sexual, but it's viewed as art. And I mean, that's fine. If you want to do that, go ahead. That's fine. I have no problem with that, because it's really your body. You can do whatever. But I'm talking about those who just do the nasty shit, like just for attention. That shit don't need to. That shit is just like, if you're doing it for attention and then you don't like the attention that you're getting, whose fault is that? I'm just saying. But those who do it for art and they are being, and the attention that they get is respectful, then I mean, that's fine. That's good. That's fine. But them tacky people, y'all on who are on Tumblr know what I mean. So I don't know how to properly explain it. Sorry if I'm doing a bad job. Anyway, what else? Another reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I just finished watching Stalker, and that show is pretty good. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do that in one of my next videos. I'll talk about that, like the actual episode. But it actually shows how you can be stalked, like really, like through the internet, because like all these Facebook posts, like you're detailing everything of your life. That's actually kind of dangerous, to be honest. Um, I mean, from personal experience, I know I used to do it. So not stalk people. I used to detail everything, but I've learned to like ease back over the years. Like I wouldn't post a lot of things. Like if I'm going on vacation, like y'all just see pictures on Instagram when I am actually wherever, or y'all would know where I'm going, or would know. Like if I'm actually at a restaurant or something like that, I wouldn't post where I am. I'll do that when I get home. You know, like if I take a picture of a group of us, like I wouldn't while we're there. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't post a picture on Instagram while we're there, because to me that's like, if someone who wanted to kill me, they can find me easily. Like that's, it's also a safety issue. So that show kind of brought some stuff to light, and then also all this stuff has been weighing on me for a while. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because I'm tired of talking now and I'm missing Carmen Sandiego. That's one of my favorite cartoons. Um, so yeah, I never know how to end my videos. Okay, bye.